grow, watching them develop. I just can't tell you how it's hard. He's also receiving a Spanish award for excellence. He gets a perfect attendance award. He also gets a 600 minutes award, and we'll be giving his parents cleanliness a service award. Scotty's one of those quiet peacemakers in our room, and he's a friend to everyone, and everyone really admires him. And he's always there to kind of make peace and try to be forgiving of anything that anyone's done to him so that they can continue their friendship. Our next student is Captain Eric Pass. Dustin is receiving a Science and Art Award. He's receiving a certificate award for his appreciation of the artistic elements in God's design, and also for his sensitive heart. Dustin is a real artistic person, so he really notices pattern, he notices color in our world, and he's quick to point those out, and he translates that into his work. It always makes us more aware of God's beauty and God's planning in the world. He's also receiving he would have received an excellent attendance award, and he had an excellent attendance until last week, and he had a eye problem and had to miss 3 days. But I wanted to mention that because he made it almost to the end of the year with excellent attendance. He's getting a 600 minutes reading award, and will be giving his parents down needing a service award. Our next student is Carbon Michael Lapchaw. Carbon is receiving an academic award for his science and art abilities. He's receiving a certificate award for his deep love for God's creation and his spirit of determination. Carbon knows more about dinosaurs and about other animals in God's world than any of us could begin to know. And he's very quickly to share that with you. Everything he draws and writes about those things. And he really makes us appreciate those things in his world also by his knowledge. He's receiving a 600 minutes reading award, and will be giving his mother a service award. Our next student is Kevin Don Leggett. He's receiving an academic award for his abilities in computer and in science. He's receiving a certificate award for his creative thinking and his sensitive spirit. He's also receiving a 600 minutes award, and will be giving his parents, Jerry and Sherry, a service award. I'd like to tell you that Kevin, one of the things that I remember they had not long ago, we were making a book about 10 black dots, and we were thinking about all the things that would have, that you could take 10 black dots and make something. And he thought about standing a crayon on end with the point pointing down and looking down on top of the crayon, and that would be your 10 black dots when you see the circle of a black crayon when it's looking down. And I just thought that was such an unusual idea for a first grader to come up with. We saw that kind of thinking all year long in Kevin, and really appreciate that in him. Our next student is Alicia Nicole Moore. Alicia is receiving an academic award for her math and her creative writing. She's also receiving a certificate award for her gentleness and willingness to help others. Anytime I needed a helper in the classroom, I could call on Alicia, and she was our next student is William Clayton Moore. He is receiving an academic award for his reading, math, and language arts abilities. He's receiving a certificate award for his gentle leadership and his integrity. He's also receiving an award for excellence in music class, a 600 minutes reading award, and he will be giving his parents a service award. William is a quiet person and is not aggressive in any way, and yet he's a very definite leader in our classroom. And I really admire the way that he never seems to be the leader, but because of the kind of person he has, the kind of integrity, the kind of honesty, the kind of friend that he naturally is a leader, and people follow and try to follow him. And I appreciate the example that he sets for others in our class. Next student is Amy Elizabeth Nix. Amy is receiving an academic award for her reading, spelling, and creative writing. She writes bukus every day. She's also receiving a certificate award for her happiness and initiativeness. She's an award for reading and math. He's receiving a certificate award for his sincerity and contentment and his spirit of responsibility. He's always quick to finish his work and make sure that he's carried out everything that he's supposed to do. He's also receiving a 600 minutes award and will be giving his parents a service award. Jacob is a child that continues to surprise us. This week he taught us about making mazes for our journal, and all week long we've had so much fun making mazes out of the blocks, and we're so glad that he thought to do that. And even yesterday we discovered talents that Jacob had that we did not